Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Elizabeth Mary Tarot, and I wanted to do a reading tonight for the full moon in Cancer, and I wanted to use my Voyager Tarot deck. This is a beautiful deck, beautiful images, and just wanted to kind of get a sense of what the messages were from Spirit for this beautiful full moon. I don't know if you've had a chance to go out there and see it, but it's really beautiful. If it is nighttime wherever you're at, it is a gorgeous full moon, and it's in the sign of Cancer, so there's a lot of emphasis on home and family, and it's an emotional one, and it comes at a good time with the holidays. So I will lay down the cards, and then I'll show you the photos and kind of go through them once I have them all laid out. But I just kind of wanted to just go through and get like a 10 card spread and see what they have for us. All right, sorry, my cards are all twisted, and I don't read the reverse cards, so I just have to switch them around here. All right, so let's see what else we got, and hope everyone's having a good holiday weekend. Christmas is around the corner now, just a few days away, so it's always such a busy time, and everybody is running around and trying to get everything done. I finished my shopping, so I have a minute to breathe. All right. We're getting there. 3, 6. And 4 more. Great cards so far with what we have, so. And I'm going to read from the book a bit, just because they have some great information in their book about the cards. So, okay. So, let's put these here. The first card we have is the Magician. I don't know if you can see some of the art on there, but it is really beautiful, and it has obviously a great meaning for something like today with the full moon. The Magician symbolizes the law of talent. The universe has given you a multiplicity of talents, as shown in the Magician's hands. As the gold of the Incan mask was extracted from the earth, extract your skills to create what you want to be. Like a shaman, put on any mask to be like anyone. The talents in the Magician's offering hand represent your ability to realize your aspirations by expressing your inner resources. As the Magician, your number is 1, the 0 spirit manifested in physical form. You are a transformer and a materializer, manifesting your visions and dreams. You can make miracles. And so, the magic wand is your perception. As the Magician looks through the prismatic wand, he or she is able to perceive a world of different possibilities. Believe that all things are possible, then life is rich, exciting, mysterious, and magical. So I love the Magician card. I think of it as like the magical manifester, the alchemy, thoughts become things. It really is about having the thought, the energy behind the thought, and then, taking action. So I think that's a really good card to start the reading with. And so if there is stuff that you want to focus on, especially as we're going into 2019, the Magician card is a good card to focus and utilize that energy of the Magician to do that. So next one is Oppression. It's the 5 of Wands, which, I know can have some struggle. So let's see what the book uses for an explanation of it. Just get to it here. 5 of Wands. Nets, fences, shackles, traps, knots, or wands of oppression. So, behind bars, you are not seeing clearly and fully, and you are oppressed by your own misperceptions. You need to see yourself and your situation in a new light. Open and free your mind from your narrow, limited viewpoint and from negativity. Look through other doorways. Do not despair. You cannot know freedom except through the experiencing bondage. On the positive side, the bars are intended to keep you focused and disciplined so that you finish your work. Know your limitations and stay within yourself. So, given that we had talking about the magician and creating, things into your life, obviously staying disciplined, breaking those mental barriers. The mind can really affect you when you're trying to, make changes in your life, and doubt can creep in, and worry and fear. So I think, looking at the Five of Wands following the magician, I would say that that's something they have to work on, is to try to break those mental barriers. The next card is love. It's the Three of Cups. So I know that's, to do with celebration and, all things love. So the Three of Cups, it says love. The pink rose is the unfoldment of your heart center, symbolized by the nautilus and blossoming flower. In love, openly give of yourself, the cup that pours out, and receive of another, the cup that accepts. Risk being vulnerable. Love the inner union of your dynamic male and receptive female. Encourages you to flow and flower with another, with all parts of yourself, with the world. Love is the glue with which you build community with others in spite of differences. It is symbolized by the communion of the fighting fish. So, yeah, if you are looking for love at this time, and if you're in a relationship or in separation, if you're in a twin flame union, this is an area that is a focus. You risk being vulnerable. So, telling them how you feel and being your authentic self, and speaking your truth are very important at this time. The next card is commencement. It is the Four of Worlds. So this card is about spring, represented by the green flower shoot. It symbolizes new beginnings and commencements. Like the birth of the crocodile on the new island, it's time to break out of mental contemplation and act, which is what I was talking about with, the Five of Wands, taking action, having your thoughts, breaking through the mental barriers, and really just, taking action on what it is that you want in your life. Let's see here. The Aries ram springing forward means you should move on your winter reflections. Go for it. Take the leap into new adventures and exercise the physical body. Awesome. I love that. The Mars planets and flower shoot, representing male genitals, symbolizes the sowing of new seeds which will expand through the expression of your creative and sexual energies. So I think that's really great. Like, just go after what it is you want, I think that what's missing with a lot of people in their desire to change is having inspiration, being inspired. When they're not feeling inspired, it's easy to get into a negative mental state, and just kind of monotonous and repetitive, cycle of just doing the same old, and it's really hard to break that. So commencement is saying, get out there, and spring forward, and anything that you've been reflecting on this winter, especially with the solstice and the full moon tonight, like really just make it happen. Just get it done. I know it sounds so like cliche, but it really is about persevering and just doing what your heart wants. The next card is the Lovers. So speaking of heart, the Lovers card is, it's a deep card. It symbolizes the conjoining of the male and female. It's the law of union. It's oneness through the marriage of opposites. It represents communion with another, and it's embracing the opposites. It's intimately involved with others, maintaining your own self-integrity. be feminine but also masculine. So it's like the, yin and yang, and the balance of the sun and the moon, and kind of like the twin flames. So know that union creates disunion, and disintegration creates integration. Synthesis and division are twins. The Gemini twins, the duality of man and woman, sun and moon, jungle and desert, black and white, and the torn rose symbolizes sameness and difference. So it is really about that balance, and represents that communion with another, and having, the balance. So if that's what your heart's desire, as we see here, as the message is going so far, is, as the magician, you can manifest whatever it is you want, breaking through those mental barriers, and working on the chakras, and trying to really clear away that old debris of just yuck and focusing on love, and making it happen, and the union can come to you, whether it's a twin flame union or a soulmate, or whatever is happening at your life at this time. This is something that can be manifested when you believe in yourself, when you have a good self-worth towards yourself, and self-respect, and that you truly believe that you are worthy. So next card is the Feeler. It's the Child of Cups, and let's see what this one says here. Child of Cups. It is, as a child or flower, be open, sensitive, honest in the expression of your feelings. Give raw and spontaneous expression to all your emotions. Happiness and sorrow, passion and dejection, fear and excitement, surprise and pensiveness. By exercising little or no mental restraint of your feelings, you discover the range and intensity of your emotions. You get in touch with your deepest subconscious drives. You truly feel and are fully alive. I love that, because I think when you're, what's more so important when it comes to love is really feeling, and really having that deep emotional connection and intensity, and so if that's something that you struggle with, or your partner, I think at this time, especially with this full moon, it's encouraging us to really just open your heart, and embrace those deep emotional feelings. So the next card is Breakthrough, which I think is interesting. Seven of Worlds. Speaking of opening your heart, and kind of chipping away at all that stuff that's keeping people from living their authentic life. Breakthrough is perfect. And the card says, as the sun breaks through the darkness, the volcano blasts through constraining rock, you are making breakthroughs. Possess the determination and will of the horse and fire as you free yourself from oppression to express your strengths and passion. Move through blocks, obstacles, inactivity, and stagnation. It's time to burst forth with your talents and energy. Let nothing deter you. I think that's amazing. The message, the story is just really cool here. If you manifest, if you're a magical manifester, working through all these barriers, you can manifest love, or you can manifest love for your life, love for what you do in your life, for work, whatever it may be. Having a major breakthrough is key. So the next one is Dullness, which, see if you can see that here, is the Seven of Crystals. So let's see what that says. I don't know how. I might have to pull a clarifier for that. So Seven of Crystals. The mind, like the crystal, can be rock heavy, dense, and opaque. Dullness of mind is the side of your mentality that lacks curiosity. It's slow-moving, set in its way, incapable and of flights of imagination, and close to outside ideas and inspiration. Dullness is your state of mind when you feel blocked. Open up, look around, be curious. Don't be sensational, just realistic. Relax your brain. So, yeah, I guess when you have a breakthrough, the next thing would be to really open up, be curious. So now that once you've come to this breakthrough, you really, the next thing is to overcome, any kind of dullness and kind of a blocked feeling. So the next card is fear. It is the Seven of Cups. Let's see. And that says, fear is symbolized by the passing of water and the wave of nausea that accompanies fright, anxiety, worry, or terror. Fearful, you close up and hide, become emotionally withdrawn, inexpressive, you become blocked. So I don't know why it's telling us here that we feeling fear, but your fears get buried in your subconscious and manifest themselves as bad dreams or nightmares. So in order to grow, go into your fear, feel it and do it anyway. On the other side of fear is fortune. So that's a great message. On the other side of fear is fortune. So feel the fear. So basically, when it comes to the point when you have breakthroughs, it's going to be a moment of feeling a bit blocked. Even though you're in that breakthrough, you're still going to have this like old pattern. The subconscious is going to try to fight you. And you got to just work through that and break through that fear. And the next card is perfect because it's the Perseverer. So I think that's exactly in line with the fear card of just, break through those, that fear and get to the other side. So let me see what this Woman of Worlds card says here. Can't find this. Okay. Sorry. Not really organized here. You are the mother, a perseverer of young life through its creation and nurturing. You persevere life by providing the home in which the young can grow in love, security, and comfort. Gifted in the homemaking arts, create the essential life support system of shelter, food, clothing, and tools. You are the keeper of tradition. Preserve the body through proper nutrition and exercise. Express yourself through your body with sensuality and grace. Your fertility symbolizes your robust and physical health. Also protect the earth body by helping to keep the natural ecology healthy. So, perseverer of young life through its creation and nurturing. So yeah, and you have to nurture yourself and take care of yourself and self-love, and I think that's what this is focusing on. The next card is Setback. It is the Five of Worlds. And this says, just as the earth suffers devastation and disaster, your most beautiful, prosperous soul, solidly organized projects and plans on which you depend and bank encounter setback, a drying up of resources, and a sudden ruination or a block. Defeat and difficulty are regenerative, as are the earth's natural disasters. For every storm, there's a rainbow. Take one step back, a strategic retreat, to go 2 steps forward through the newly opened door of opportunity. As it is said, make lemonade out of lemons. So in life, there are going to be times that you will be faced with some setbacks or failures, and as you're breaking through and making these changes and trying to really persevere, but know that make lemonade out of lemons, and know that universe has your back, and whatever comes across, don't give up and take that one step back, but know that you're going to spring forward 2 steps. So the next card is the Player. It is the Child of Worlds. And this card is, you are an apprentice in your worldly life, and like the aspiring matador, learning to master your art. This is a time of initiation into the real world where you begin to assume more responsibility. You are still in the child's world of frisbees, baseballs, bubbles, and balloons where life is play. Play out your Disneyland flying saucer dreams and fantasies. Through your imagination, fun and games, art and sport, you will recreate within yourself the vitality and magic of the child. I love this card, especially because we just started with the Magician in the beginning of the reading. And to say the child of the world is like to have this childlike innocence and to play like a child. And there's so much talk about that. Like, what did you enjoy doing as a child? Because most likely that's what you should be doing now as an adult, whether you do it as a hobby or whether you do it for for a job or just something you do when you have some free time. You know, those are the things that inspire you and give you life and vitality. So do those things, act and be like a child, the magic of a child. The child plays. A child is in their element of play and doesn't worry about what's coming tomorrow or what happened yesterday. They're just in the moment, and that's really important to do. So, and the last card, I know I've been talking for a while, sorry, Actor, Man of Wands. So I don't know what this one really is because I haven't seen it, but let me see here. Okay, as an actor, your wands are the masks and costumes you wear, able to be different personalities, man or woman, bird or beast. You understand empathically what other beings feel and experience. Through performance, the play, dance, combat, and ritual, you elicit within yourself the full range of human and extra-human qualities. You enlighten and electrify others, changing and transforming their consciousness. Get in touch with who you really are behind the mask, egoless, pure, universal consciousness. You are complete and whole, the universal being. You are liberated. Transcend the security of a set identity and play any social role. All the world being a stage, you are totally versatile and adaptable. And since you are unattached to any persona or role, life becomes effortless and playful. Be spontaneous, swift, and empowering. So yeah, act like an actor. And yeah, get in touch with who you are really behind the mask, you know, without the ego. You are complete and whole, the universal being. You know, manifest what you want into your life by keeping a childlike innocence to you. You know, being the magician, feeling alive and vibrant, persevering, having these breakthroughs, and yeah, this new year of 2019 is going to be amazing if you just get out there and do what it is you want to do. So I hope you enjoyed my reading, and thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you would like a personal reading, you can just contact me at my email address, elizabethmarytarot@gmail.com. Thank you. Have a good night.